Welcome back to Ferris Sports Update. Time to talk women's basketball. With us, head coach Kendra Faustin. Coach, first of all, welcome to the show.
Thanks for having me.
Bulldogs at home this week, kind of like everybody else, but had to move to Big Rapids High School with the NCAA volleyball tournament going on. Just talk about this past weekend, what you saw out of your basketball team.
Well, couldn't think of a better reason to play at Big Rapids High School, and what a great facility that is. So that was a little bit different for us, but a really great reason. Yeah, you know, I think our group right now is small in numbers, and so that's one of our challenges. Is, you know, we run out of gas in the fourth quarter, and you know, Rachel McInerney had a great weekend this weekend. We can't take her off the floor. Hannah Evo turned over one time as a point guard in 39 minutes against Lake Erie, and they pressed the entire game, and we can't get her a break. And those are, you know, remarkable performances under some adversity.
As we go to some of the highlights, you open league play on Thursday against Lake Erie, and really battled the storm, a team that had some experience back on the floor.
Yeah, you know, we clearly turned it over too much, and that's our struggle, and that's been our Achilles heel, is just taking care of the basketball. And they pressed us for 40 minutes, and I thought, you know, like I said, Hannah Evo did a great job at the point guard spot. I thought our post players offensively were really well. I was pretty happy with a lot of the things that we did defensively. You know, we're really talking about rebounding and how we need all 5 people on the floor to rebound, and we are undersized. And this entire weekend, we did a great job on the boards.
As we mentioned earlier in the season, the Bulldogs are a very young team, not a lot of experience out there.
Yeah, you know, we lost our 3 top scorers from last season with game experience as well as points. And so, yeah, we're really young right now. With Katie Mavis out, you know, we don't have anyone on the floor that has any major game experience. So the great part about that is that we get better every day, and there's so much room for growth. And with youth comes this great energy, and so it makes our practices fun and competitive and allows us to get better quickly. So, you know, that's the bonus of this group, is that we're getting better every day.
As you mentioned earlier, the Bulldogs kind of shorthanded this week, 8 players in uniform, really a 6 or 7 player rotation, but gave a great effort, 40 minutes.
Well, there's one thing that we'll say about this group is I'll say a couple things about them. They're a great group to work with. They're positive, they support each other. You know, we come to practice every day with a mindset of getting better. We don't dwell on anything for too long, right? We're not too high, we're not too low for too long, and we work hard. And it's a testament to the 8 people that we put on the floor, as well as, you know, those that are injured, that are on the sideline, you know, really encouraging and talking to the younger players and expecting their best every day.
After the game against Lake Erie on Thursday, came back. The opponent got a little bit tougher on Saturday.
Yeah.
The 13th team in the country in Ashland University, but
yeah.
Your kids right in the game for much of the way.
Yeah, absolutely. Like I said, I think the fourth quarter was our downfall, and you know, we're just getting into that sort of 40-minute game shape. Is tough to get into, Rob. So we're working on that. But I thought we did a great. We took care of the ball better. I mean, we won the rebounding war. Obviously, offensively, Rachel McInerney was on a different level than anyone on the court. That's a really good basketball team, Ashland, from top to bottom. I mean, their top 7 players are really, really talented. I look at their roster, I don't know how she decides who plays. And so I thought we did a great job. Was really, really happy with our performance, and not for 1 second did we take our foot off the gas.
You mentioned Rachel's performance, had 27 points, 12 rebounds, and when you were able to get the ball inside to her, she was able to score.
Absolutely, and that's you know, that's why we want to take care of the ball, so we can get it down there. And I thought Abby Nakfor did a great job as well. You know, she put the ball in the basket, she got to the free throw line, she rebounded well, and those were certainly the 2 highlights of that game.
Bulldogs down just 2 here late in the third quarter, but a couple big 3-pointers from Ashland going into the fourth that really kind of helped them pull away at the end.
Yeah, and we really wanted to focus. Their post players are very talented, and we wanted to make sure we took that away first, and that sort of, as you get tired, you can't get out to those closeouts, because we were doubling the post the entire night, and they came up big, and that's a really great team. And yeah, those 2 threes they knocked down, was sort of the turning point of the fourth quarter, going into the fourth quarter.
Obviously, in women's basketball this year, the four-quarter format instead of the two halves. How has that been an adjustment as a coach?
Yeah, well, we like the breaks because we have 8. So the only really adjustment is advancing the ball in close games and the fouls. It makes not fouling more important. And if you'll notice, I thought Ashland did a great job not putting us to the line. We would get deep catches and they're going straight up. It makes it that much more important because you're shooting 2 every 5 fouls every quarter. And so we're going to do a better job getting to the free throw line.
I know you've seen a lot of improvement out of your team already. What's been the biggest area of improvement, maybe from the beginning of practice to where you're at right now?
Certainly defensively, no question. We don't have to rotate as much, and our rotations defensively are much more efficient, and we're getting back into position where we can rebound. Whereas early we were so out of position that we couldn't compete on the boards. And we were relying on our height, which wasn't good because we're not that big. So now we're doing a much better job in our rotations. I think we're getting more comfortable. We're making some tweaks offensively. We're changing some things to put our players in the best possible positions to be successful.
This week on the road, you take on Ohio Dominican, a Friday night game, Sunday at Tiffin. What do you know about these two teams going into this
Absolutely nothing. Why would you ask me that? This is what I know. The league is night in and night out. It's going to be a battle for us. And right now, it doesn't matter who we play, where we're playing. Big Rapids High School. We're playing at Ohio Wesleyan, actually. The game will be held there. We're practicing at Ohio State. None of that matters. What matters is that we take care of the basketball. And that we can increase our efficiency on offense.
You mentioned all these different places that you've played. Really only a home game at Jim Wink Arena, and certainly I know you'll be excited for the second half of the season when you get an opportunity to play some more games in your own gym.
Best place ever.
The Bulldogs, where you're at right now, a busy stretch here as you play 2 conference games, then off to Kentucky before the holidays.
Yeah, and we have exam week coming up, and we have some really high-level students, so that adds another element. So we're going to fumble through exam week and make sure we can take care of business first in the classroom and find some time to practice and get better and take care of the basketball in the court.
I know as a young team with a number of freshmen on your team, how have they made that adjustment so far, not only to college basketball, but obviously to college life?
We have this group of freshmen is highly, highly intelligent. Not to offend you, Rob, but they're probably smarter than you and I put together, them individually. So they've done a great job. I mean, they're mature. They handle themselves with the highest level of integrity on and off the court. There's just no worries. They're a good group to be around. They go to class. They get good grades. They manage their time. They get in the gym and shoot extra. I mean, it's like a coach's dream. Well,
Coach, best of luck here to the Bulldogs. You head to Ohio this week, and then certainly a number of games before we start the second semester.
Yes, sounds great. Thank you, Rob.
That's going to do it for another episode of Ferris Sports Update. Reminder, you can follow all the action online at ferrisstatebulldogs.com. Have a great week, and we'll be back next semester for more Ferris Sports Update.